All right, all right. What's up, you guys? February 19th, 2019 already. I don't know how. It's already like middle, almost the end of February. We are excited to be here tonight to talk with you guys. We are going to try and keep this call fairly short for you, but we wanted to bring you guys some content tonight about attraction marketing and prospecting because I don't know. It's just an important topic, right? Like what exactly is attraction marketing and how is that different than B Payne is on our call tonight, you guys. Special guest, Bridget Payne. We are excited to have you here, B Payne. Yay! Sorry, I'm watching the chats as I'm chatting and clearly I'm a squirrel. So anyways, you guys, we wanted to just talk to you guys about attraction marketing and prospecting and what they are and how they're different from one another, and honestly, why you need to be doing both. So you're not going to hear me talk right now. I'm going to pass it off to Megan. She's going to get the conversation going. And then honestly, we're just going to kind of chime in here. Oh my gosh, Bridget, you're the cutest ever. So Meg, I'm going to unmute you. You're unmuted.
Sweet.
Start this. Let's get this ball rolling.
Get this ball rolling, shall we? Let's get this conversation going. What's up, beautiful people? Happy Tuesday. We are almost to the end of this month, y'all. February giving us a short month, giving us a run for our money or what, right? So wanted to talk to you guys about the difference between attraction marketing and prospecting, because I think that people, especially new people, they get in and they get a little bit confused with all this lingo and verbiage and what's this and what's my brand and blah, blah, blah. So I really want to just like strip it away and break it down for you and tell you guys why you need both, kind of what the difference is and all that jazz. So I hear people, I'm like, okay, well, how many people did you invite today? Well, I did my invites today. I made a post on social media and there was 5 comments. So that's 5 invites. I'm like, no. That is different. That is actually what we'd call attraction marketing, right? You make a curiosity post, you make some sort of post out there about the benefits of your product or why you're loving this opportunity. And you get people in your inbox or you get people that comment, right? That's amazing. That's awesome if you get some leads from that. But I'm going to tell you that in the beginning, before you have a following built up, when you're brand new, maybe you have not been a Facebook poster, so your current network doesn't even know to expect posts from you, right? So your traction on those attraction marketing curiosity posts might be low, right? I know I had crickets when I started. I had 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, maybe not even, maybe it was my mom, right? Liking my stuff. So then you're like, okay, well then what do I do with my business, right? My attraction marketing isn't working yet. So that's why we talked to you guys about prospecting. This is why you need prospecting. And I'm telling you, even when you have nailed attraction marketing, you have a huge following, I still prospect every single day. Every day I still prospect, okay? You do become more of the hunted and less of the hunter as time goes on and you build that following and you build people, wanting to know what you have to offer. But in the beginning, I'm just not going to say in the beginning, it's just important, period, to do both prospecting and attraction marketing. So I'm going to switch gears a little bit about the prospecting part, okay? We are not asking you to send cold messages. Nope, not asking you to do that. I am literally asking you to ask people if they are open to taking a look at what you have to offer. If not a big deal. We have scripts for you guys to use. So this doesn't mean you add a new friend or someone adds you a new friend and the first thing you do is say, hey, you like it, taking a look at what I have to offer? No, you have not built that online relationship, friendship with them at all. So if you're sending a friend request, because we want you to do that, build that network, I want you to warm them up first on Facebook publicly, okay? So we've talked about the Facebook friends lists that live, you have to do it from a computer, that live on your Facebook, right? You can create your own list, Facebook lists. So for me, this is how my prospecting goes. I add people every single day to my prospecting list on Facebook, okay? New people every day are getting added there. So then I am commenting and interacting with them on on their Facebook posts, going to their stories and loving and commenting, right? Commenting, loving on their stuff for probably about a good week, maybe longer, kind of depends on how the relationship's going. And then in about a week, I'm gonna ask the question. I'm gonna pop the question and say, hey, are you open? Because a week's time of me commenting and loving on their stuff, and they've seen me, and it depends. I'm saying a week kind of vaguely. It could be longer. Maybe they don't post a lot on Facebook. It's hard to build that connection with them, whatever it is. But if I start commenting and loving on someone's stuff every day, in about 2 days, it's starting to return. They're coming to my stuff, loving, commenting on my stuff, right? So I'm building that public relationship, and then I'm going to pop into their inbox, and it's not a cold message because it's not spammy. It's really just the scripts that we have. They're from Ray Higdon. I tell everyone on my team, get into Rank Makers the next time it is open. It will do your business so good. Like, honestly, it will. So our scripts come from Ray Higdon, right? He's a billionaire. He's been teaching network marketing gurus for years and years, right? He's amazing. So we get our scripts from him. It's definitely just, hey, I haven't asked you this yet, so I'm asking you now. Do you want to look at are you open to either whether it's taking a look at our products, right? If you're looking for customers, are you looking for business partners, or are you open to making some additional income? Whatever script you're going with, whether it's customer or business opportunity, are you open? Cool. If not, no big deal. And I want you to wipe the attachment, like literally wipe it off of you, the attachment to the outcome. You do not care if they say no. You do not care if they ignore you. Do not care if they ghost you, okay? That is not what you care about. You're tied to the activity. So you want to be prospecting, whatever your goals are. If you have a goal to make, $500 a month, I'd say you probably want to prospect about 5 people a day, right? You want to send that open message to about 5 people a day. That's totally doable for most people that are working a full-time job. When I started this business, I was working full-time. I was able to send 5 invites a day and then 5 follow-ups a day. So prospecting literally means you're in someone's inbox asking them if they're open, okay? And the reason our scripts work, it's this whole psychology behind it. I'm not going to go into too much, but really because you're just saying, are you open? You're not asking them if they're interested, right? Because people can really quick to say, I'm not interested in that. Oh, heck no, I don't want any of that. But if you say, are you open to taking a look? People don't want to be closed, right? They're like, whoa. Well, if I say I'm closed, that means I'm closed-minded. I don't know why I want to do that, right? So they're going to be more open to tell you, yes, I am open. So it just takes the guard down. You're not asking them to buy anything. You're not sending them any links. You're not spamming them with word vomit, telling them how amazing they'd be, tell them how amazing this product. You're not hyping it up. You're literally just like, hey, I thought of you today. Man, I just realized I haven't asked you this question. Wondering if you're open to learning to make additional income from home. If not, totally cool, not a big deal, moving on, right? So really just asking if they're open and then giving them the out. Those are the 2 key components to your invite, is that you're asking them if they're open, not interested, and you're giving them an out. The out is, if not, totally cool, not a big deal, right? Still gonna be friends, still gonna follow your journey, still love you, right? It's totally cool. So those are the 2 key components. So getting in people's inbox, asking them if they're open, getting them pointed to the third-party tool, sneak peek, whatever we have going on, and then following up. That's the act of prospecting, okay? Now I'm going to hand it over to Jermaine to talk more about attraction marketing, curiosity posts, sharing story, all that jazz.
Hey, friends. So I just want you guys to know that even I get ghosted. So like Megan said, you have to go out and you have to make friends and you have to interact with them and get to know them, right? So there's this girl who I noticed, she loves on me hard, you guys. Like she always talks to me. She's always in my stories. Everything I post, she comments on. So I'm like, yeah, I never messaged this girl. So who the heck is she? So I did a little research because I always do, but I don't spend days finding out anything about them. So it's easy. I went to her page, figured out some information. I always I use scripts a lot, but the reason why it doesn't feel like it's scripted is because I always add something personal about that person that I learned on social media. So if you pay attention, people tell you things about their life all the time. So I just take what they told me and I put it in a message. She didn't respond, you guys. She ignored me. But based on like how she interacts with me, I'm like, dude, this girl loves me. It's time to work with me. But she didn't respond. So if they don't respond to you, it's fine. Just move on. So anyways, attraction marketing, you guys know that that is my jam. And I think that I confuse a lot of people when I say this, because I say it a lot. I hate sending messages. So I learned how to become really good at sharing my story so that I have people coming to me. But I need to put in the disclaimer. I still send messages every single day. So just because I hate it doesn't mean I don't do it. You get better at it. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. And I promise you, if you start paying attention to how you're posting on social media and you start putting out curiosity posts instead of the post that says, if you want more info, give me a like or give me a comment or put your favorite emoji. If you stop putting that in your post and you just post things and not offer anything, people will come to you. And when people start coming to you, you're going to start to feel confident that, hey, I'm a badass. I have something here that people want. I'm not chasing people. So your messages, they start to get easier. But you do have to message people. So how do we do attraction marketing? We get asked this all the time. How did you become so good at it? And it's scary, you guys. But the way that you relate to other people is by being vulnerable and touching one of their emotions. And how you do that is by sharing your own. So whenever I post something on Facebook, and Megan did a training on this, if you have not watched her Facebook training, let your upline know. We will get you that training, but it's in our announcements post. It's one of those links there. But you always have to ask yourself, what is the point about this post? Like, are you just posting, ate a salad for lunch? And I'm like, what's the big deal? Like, nobody cares. So when you're posting something, you have to think, what am I trying to do? People come to Facebook to be entertained, to be enlightened, to learn something. I am sorry, but nobody comes to Facebook to buy anything. They don't. But we can sell things easily on Facebook if we just start sharing our story. So how do you share your story? You have to just sit back and ask yourself. And I told my girls this recently. They're having a hard time posting about the business. Why? Because they think that people want them to have success like me, like Megan, like Kelly. And the problem here is you're all successful. But just because your success doesn't look exactly like mine, you feel like it's not good enough, right? And I'm guilty of that. I do it all the time. I was even telling one of my girls today that my goal, I want to have 2,000 customers by like April. That was my goal. I'm super excited about it. And then I saw Bridget post that she has like over 16,000 customers. And I'm like, what the hell? Like for a slight second, I was like, you're a loser, Jermaine. Like 2,000? What the hell? But you know what? Bridget's been doing this longer than I have. It's fine. Everyone's journey is different. So if you sit down, if you're struggling with posting about the business because you're not making like $10,000 a month, that's good, because people who make $10,000 a month, they're no longer relatable because people don't even believe that this is real. So this is what I want you guys to do. If you're struggling about the business, I want you to sit down and make a list of everything you have accomplished in this company since you've got here. If it's just one customer, good for you. That's one customer you did not have before you came. If you have consistently made $15 since you've been here, good for you. You've consistently made 2-figure paychecks. There's other people that haven't done that. So sit down, write out these accomplishments, and just like go through them and realize that that's the beginning. When I started, I think my first check was like $56. I don't remember. I posted it for you guys. You guys saw it. I started where you are, and I just started to share my journey. Another big thing is you got to start sharing your story, and you got to stop sharing mine. You got to stop sharing Megan's. You got to stop sharing Kelly's. Now, when you're new and you just joined today, you don't have a story. That's fine. You use ours. You latch on to us and you use our story, and everybody else is on the team. But as you start doing the business, you're starting to grow your own story. You got to start using yours, because if you've never done network marketing and all of a sudden, like 30 days, you're doing this and you're starting to post that, oh my gosh, my team just sold $100,000 in coffee. Does that seem like realistic to you? Like be real, like sit back and look at it from your friend's point of view. Does that sound real? No, they're going to be like, whatever, like you're a freaking weirdo and shut up, lady. They're probably even going to unfollow you because you're a weirdo. So share your story. If you say something like, oh my God, I just got 5 customers, that's freaking amazing, because other people are going to think, she can get 5 customers, and have you seen her grammar? That shit can't spell. I can do it too. So you just want to make sure when you're posting things that people feel like I can do it too. That's our goal. That's all we want to do, is we want people to realize, if you can do it, I can do it too. So what else do I have to touch on? I'm trying to think about stuff, you guys. I'm rambling here because I love attraction marketing. But do that for your business. And then the same thing about like your product posting. When I first started, I did not try to grow my business because I was scared. I didn't want to bring somebody into my third company, and I wasn't sure I was going to stick here. So all I talked about was the product. And I did not have a story with the product, because my first week on coffee, I hated it. But I could not be posting like, I hate this stupid coffee, made me crash, freaking Jenya, you suck. Like, I couldn't post stuff like that. So I took other people's stories and I used that. I gave my sisters a few sticks and told them, drink this and tell me what it does to you. And then I used their story, and that's how I started to build. So for 60 days straight, I posted something about the business, the coffee or the business. And I know you guys are thinking like, that's a lot and people are going to tune me out. But the reason why it works for me is because I do not ever have a call to action. I just post random stuff like, oh my God, I ate 4 donuts over the weekend. I drank a bottle of wine and I still lost weight. And then that's it. People come to me. So you can do it slowly, and you don't have to have long posts all the time, you guys. If you're always writing a novel, especially when you're new, when you haven't gained the credibility to have people to want to read your story, you gotta bring it down a little bit. So if you have an extremely amazing story, which all of you guys do, break it down into little parts. So maybe Monday you share a part about your journey, small little part. Yeah, let it go. And then Tuesday, you share another little small part. And then Wednesday, you share about your family. And then Thursday, you share another small part. So you just got to bring it down. And I get guilty of this too. Like, I post really long posts. And people do read my stuff because I've been doing this for a lot longer. But I have to remind myself too that people don't come to Facebook to read novels, guys. Like, we don't have time for that. So you got to pull it back a little. So that's what I got. Oh, and yes, like Bridget says, go live and share your story. I am calling myself out here. I have not been going live like I should have, but is it last year? I don't know. I think it was last year or maybe the year before. I went live 30 days straight in a row, you guys, and my business like catapulted. Like my influence, as you would call it, it like 10x when I just went live 30 days in a row. Now, was it hard? Hell yeah, it was hard. I didn't know what the hell to talk about, and I was scared as shit. But when I did it for 30 days, after that, it was easy. And then people start to know you, and then people started to feel like they liked me, and then that's why building here, it was so much easier.
So I will say, we don't want you guys to feel like talking about the business is only talking about money too, because I think that becomes misconstrued a lot, that we tend to relate our success with money because obviously, right? Like, this is a business. We all signed up because we're here to make money. And while, yeah, that is super important, it's also 9:20 at night Eastern time, and you guys are on a team call. Like, you're growing personally. You're doing things. You are helping other people make a couple extra $100 a month. When I first started this, shoot, you guys, like, I remember my first paycheck was $80, and then the next one was like $500. That $500 was literally life-saving for us, like life-saving. So if you are helping people on your team make a couple extra $100 a month, like, imagine just how much that's changing their lives. Like, that is part of your story and your success that you need to be sharing. There's so much more to this journey than just the financial numbers that come with it. And while the numbers are amazing right now because we are all in the right place at the right time, and thinking about where we're all going to be in a year from now is so exciting. You'd need to remember that the numbers do not define your success in this business, period. They do not. And you guys are all successful in your own way because you have your own success story. Like, the fact that you guys are here right now on a team call late at night when you're tired as crap, like, that's a success, guys. Pat yourself on the back. Like, I really feel like we tend to not give ourselves enough credit for the work that we do and, you know, for showing up when we do show up. And so I wanted to put that in there and to remind you. And again, same thing. This business is so simple. We like to overcomplicate it. How many times have you guys heard me say that? Like all the freaking time. I say that all the time. It is so simple. We can literally map out in 1 hour exactly what you need to do for your entire day and pass it off to you on, you know, exactly what you need to do. And you can do it. And then you still feel like, okay, well, I need to do something else now. Like, that's it. Like, I can't just like sit here. Right. Like I like get anxious like that when I like actually sit down and get my work done that fast. We want to overcomplicate it because we like to stay busy. We like to do things, but it's really, really important to just remember to bring it back in, right? Bring it back in. And remember, even when you're talking to people and you're prospecting people, I love Instagram. So I don't prospect new people as much on Facebook as I do Instagram. Instagram is a lot more comfortable for me to prospect people. Mainly because I'm impatient and I don't like to do a lot of the BS that comes with, like, I'm not here to BS you and blow smoke up your ass. Like, you're going to know what I'm here for and, you know, hey, what's up? But so on Instagram, a big thing that I like to do is I go and I message the people who I connect with, of course, not every single person that likes and comments on every post of mine, but the people that I find that like and commenting are on my page, I shoot them a message and just say like, hey, so-and-so, how are you? You know, thanks for the love on my post. It looks like you love coffee just as much as I do. Are you open to chatting about this happy coffee I'm always talking about and that I love so much? And you would be shocked at how simple did you hear how simple that message was? I literally just said, hey, how are you? Thanks for the love on my post. Looks like you love coffee just as much as I do. Are you open to chatting about this happy coffee I love and I'm talking about all the time? I have gotten such great feedback from that simple message. I'm not trying to sell them. I'm not literally just saying like, hey, looks like you love coffee just as much as me. You open to chatting? And people are like, heck yes, I want to chat. Talk to me. Tell me what it's about. That's a really good way to start new conversations and to prospect new people without it being like a cold, icky message. Again, stop overthinking it. Jermaine said she loves the BS. She wants to be everyone's friend. Or that is so Jermaine. She does love all of it. She's going to get on every single call ever. She's going to be like on every Zoom call there ever was because that's just Jermaine. While me, on the other hand, I'm like, I can't think of all of the Zoom calls. So, you know, oh, geez, Stephanie.
And another thing I want to say about posting about the business, Kelly had a really good point that you guys think it's like all about what you're making, right? Think about all the other things the business has done for you. So maybe you've never had a group of friends before. Maybe, you know, like for me before network marketing, I was the girl that hung out with all the dudes. Like I never had really strong female friends until I joined network marketing. So the culture is something to talk about. Having a group of friends, a sisterhood that lifts you up and cheers you on. Maybe that's, you know, part of your story. Think about other things. And obviously like share your successes and wins. Like Jermaine said, hey, if you have 5 customers, share that. If you were able to buy your kids a new pair of shoes and they haven't had a pair of shoes in 6 months, share that, right? It's little things. Maybe you bought some extra groceries this week. Hey, you know what? Because of my happy side gig, we're having steak instead of top ramen this week or whatever it is, right? Share that. Little things like that are super relatable to people. So it doesn't need to be, oh, you know, I have this big hefty paycheck. I'm paying everyone's mortgage. That's not really, you can be, your story is important. So,
don't downplay it. Don't stop downplaying your story. Stop thinking that you are not worth it, okay? Because you are worth it. You're here right now for a reason. And again, we are all in an amazing position that in a year from now, we're going to watch this Zoom video and we're going to be like, holy shit, you guys, like, wow, this was so crazy. And it's true. So stop downplaying your story. Your story is just as amazing as anybody else's. Like, and I'm not saying you're not going to compare. We're all going to end up comparing, right? It's just, I'm like, I finally have accepted that is just part of being in network marketing, is to compare yourself. However,
yes. And Kat, post about your goals and visions too, you guys. People like people that are going places. Right. So maybe you don't have the house on the beach or your dream car, but you better believe I posted my freaking dream car before and said, this is happening. I am definitely going after this. So you can post about cast your vision, cast your goals. Say, you know what? My family is going to be debt free in a year because of my side gig. You know, like post about what you're planning to do, what your goals are, what your visions are. People want to join people who are going places, who have goals. So it's okay to say, hey, you know what? I'm not here yet, but you better believe this is my goal with this business. So yeah.
Yeah. Just stop downplaying, your entire story, because it is legit where you are right now. It's amazing and you need to own it. There was something else I was going to say, and I lost it.
I want to know, I recruited 2 people with the craziest post ever. So in my last company, we were struggling for money, like hardcore, you guys. Like to the point where I was using 1-ply tissue, okay? And in my life, that is a hard knock life. So I posted a picture about the things I bought for my family. I bought diapers and laundry soap. And you guys, I bought Charmin tissue for my bum. So I didn't have to use that itchy shit. And I posted about that. And you know that 2 people wanted to join me for that post? How crazy is that? Because I posted, I no longer use 1-ply tissue. Insane, right? So you just, it's the small things. People care about the small things. They really do.
Yeah. You're just, think about all of the things that, you're doing, your growth, your person. There's guys, we can go on for days about this. Like, as you can see we just want to remind you that you're overthinking it. And to have fun and to share the parts about this business that you love and that are inspiring to you. And maybe it might be personal development. That might be something. That's something I sure as heck never did prior to this. Like, I never once listened to personal development until I was in network marketing. Shoot, I thought those people were legitimately crazy. They're crazy people. So, just have fun with it. Remember that where you guys are right now is super important. And, what Jermaine said about why people come to Facebook, that was something that just really hit home to me. And remember that when you are posting, people come to, I'm going to repeat it again, because people come to Facebook to be entertained. So they want to laugh, right? They want to be entertained. They want to find value, and they want to, what's the last one? I'm brain farting right now.
I always say entertain, empowered, inspired, and educated.
Inspired. Yes, inspired. So go for the feelings, right? That's, you want to find the feelings. What's going to spark somebody to feel something? Whether it's you sharing a personal story that's maybe a little emotional for you. Maybe it's funny like Jermaine's, but at the end of the day, that sparked feeling. People are like, shoot, I don't want to use 1-ply toilet paper either. It feeling. So, okay. So that, do you guys have anything else you want to add?
Do you guys have questions for us?
Does anybody else feel like they want to add something?
Oh, and trust us, we are super impatient too. We want to be ambassador last week. So we get you. It just takes time for all of us.
Yeah.
This estrogen is killing me. Where are the bros at?
And that we
God. Is there any men on this thing? Am I the only one?
When we get Boner Coffee Day, we'll be positive.
I'm waiting for it.
I'm waiting for it.
Whoops. Mute.
Too funny.
Does anybody use Twitter
No,
for prospecting?
Twitter, but I don't know how to use it.
Yeah, I have a Twitter, but I don't know how to use it. I would assume it would be very similar to the Instagram type feel, just because I know you can find a lot of people that you can reach out to. Like, I just feel like Facebook is definitely not one of those places you can add somebody and then immediately send them a friend request, immediately send them a message, like a personal message. Whereas Instagram and maybe Twitter, they're a little bit more friendlier to the cold message type market. They don't shut you down. I don't know why it is, but they don't shut you down as quickly as what you would get on Facebook. So I would maybe try and treat it similar to like how I treat Instagram, and see how that goes. But I wish I had more experience using Twitter. I have no idea how that works.
I will say this caveat. If you're new, is I would probably master Facebook first.
Yeah.
I would focus on building your Facebook following, mastering how to market on Facebook, whether you study, I did a lot of studying of like Facebook marketing from people that knew what they were doing. Before I even started to try to learn Instagram or other platforms, honestly, I feel like, or maybe you really learn Instagram. I would say focus on one for now. If you're new that you really kind of jive with, you like it, you're going to focus on learning it, mastering it, building it, prospecting there, really get the groove before you then say, oh, I'm going to do this one. Because I think sometimes we're like, oh, I need Twitter, I need a blog, I need freaking Instagram, I need LinkedIn, I need all this, all this stuff, I need Facebook. And then you're shooting blanks at that point. You're not really successful in any of them, if that makes sense. It's kind of like running multiple MLMs at once. You're never really going to figure all of it out. So I would say pick a platform and master it first.
Yeah, and I think again that goes back to us wanting to overcomplicate things.
Totally.
Like, because we signed up for this business, we need to try and hit every single market, when really in reality, like, you guys already have a market. You've already got friends on Facebook. You already have, or maybe you're on Instagram, you already have followers on Instagram. Utilize that first. Get your feet wet. Learn how to talk to people, what makes you comfortable talking to people, right? Like, we want you to want to do this. We don't want you to feel like this is an icky chore either. So don't overcomplicate things. Don't try to think too much into, starting a business page or starting a new blog or things like that. While those are totally encouraged down the road, if that's something you want to do, keeping it simple is going to take you much farther. So I know we need an Instagram tutorial. Have been thinking about this.
Charlie.
Shut your face. I promise. Okay, it's on my list to do. I'm just really trying to figure out if I want to, because going live, I don't think it's going to work, because I want to show you guys what I'm actually doing on my screen. So I think I need to actually make a video. I've been thinking about it a lot. So I promise it is it's on my mind to get you guys some basic Instagram stuff, since it is what I really love. I'm not going to lie. I love Instagram. So we will definitely get that. So let's see. Does anybody else have any input? Any suggestions of your own? Any questions, thoughts, how you're feeling, relate? Do you?
Yeah.
Stephanie, all of my friends on Facebook are from other LLMs, I want to say.
Same. My husband even made a comment. He's like, dude, you don't even know this girl, and you have 400 friends in common with her. I'm like, oh, well, she must be in network marketing, because it's a small world here.
I don't add people who have more than 30 friends in common with me. I don't want them. I want new people.
Okay, Candy said we should do a monthly Zoom team power hour, which I would love to start implementing.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that this would be better to do on a weeknight, during the weekend? What do we want to, how would we want to do that?
We should ask a poll in the Dynasty.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Weekly power hours are super awesome. I did them with a previous company and people loved them. We had a ton of people hopping on. We had we went from, and this is going to mean nothing to a lot of you, but we went from 1 star to 5 star in 2 months after we started doing them. So Yeah.
That's huge. That's
Right.
a huge
This is beach body lingo for all you beach body coaches.
Yeah,
And
and
we're gonna go to like Triple Crown Ambassador in like 2 months. Like,
Exactly. We'll start doing weekly Zooms and we're going to go to Triple Crown Ambassador.
yeah.
better watch out, B-Pain, we're coming.
So we'll get that together. That is definitely, I think now that Dallas is over and the holidays are over, we're kind of now starting to get all of our ducks in a row here. But I'm glad you brought that up again, Candace. That's for sure something on our
Let me
list.
write that down because you know I'm the nerdy one.
Yeah, because she's going to be the one to be like, okay, guys, so let's get this. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you all for hopping on with us tonight. We love and appreciate you
Love you guys.
so much. You guys are rock stars for getting on tonight. Again, I know you guys probably think it's silly that you even, why am I saying awesome for getting on the call? But it is awesome because
Means a lot.
it does. You guys are showing up, and I will say that I was not always one to show up in my previous businesses, and clearly I am constantly in your faces here. I will say that I really do think that it plays a huge role in success and leading from the front. And if you guys want, to be Triple Crown Ambassador, you got to start doing the same things and showing up on the team calls and showing up and stepping up and doing all of those things. So the fact that you're on this call right now, like, kudos, that's freaking awesome. So anyways, we love you guys. We appreciate you. I'm long-winded. I'll talk to you all later.
Bye.